It's time for another hands-on review with a very cool watch. It is 5:36 p.m. Let's get down to business. Today, we are revisiting a watch I've actually covered before. Kind of. Okay, this is a MECEXP MS1001, but in forged carbon. Okay, so you know that MECEXP stands for mechanical exploration, and I'm going to be clear right up front. This is not a conventional time-telling scenario. This is a very out there concept, and somehow it's much easier to read than like the Atawalk that we took a look at earlier in the week. This isn't that out there, but it's definitely, not a handset on a spindle with things rotating around it. This is two columns utilizing CNC motors in a very linear fashion, and it's kind of cyberpunk in a way. You don't have normal hands, you don't have a normal dial, you have these little motorized indicators that move across the watch face for the hour and the minutes, and there's some extra little doodads that we will talk about in a moment. Now, when I reviewed the previous version, my conclusion was that it's out there and strange, but it's strange on purpose. And with this forged carbon edition, it still applies. It's essentially the same watch, but the case is forged carbon. It's not titanium or stainless steel or coated steel. The original version already had like a futuristic industrial mechanical gadget thing going on. The forged carbon case with this watch feels less like a concept prototype and more like an actual finished product. So the carbon texture gives it like a kind of, marbled look that no two carbon watches will replicate. Each one has its own kind of fingerprint, and I think that's really, really cool. I'm going to be kind of, I don't know, maybe controversial here. I'm not a huge fan of carbon watches, but with this, it just makes sense because the whole point is for this to be very out there, space age, and just again like cyberpunky. So having something that's very like high speed and lightweight, it just makes sense. It's not a dress watch. It's not trying to be elegant. It's not a conventional sports watch. It's not pretending to be subtle in any way. This thing looks like it belongs in a like sci-fi. What is it? Oh God, Stargate. That's what I'm thinking of. It's like the actors in Stargate should be wearing this. And I think if I had to compare it to something, it looks like a gaming PC tower. You know what I mean? This is not like a normal piece of kit. This is very, very different. And you even have some LED lights inside to really bring that point home. Dimensionally, this comes in at 38 by 48 millimeters. It's 14.5 millimeters thick, and it weighs about 77 grams. This design could easily feel like a brick if it was, not in forged carbon, and we have held some of the other ones, which are heavier. The titanium one was lighter, but this one is also very, very, I will say, easy to wear and not cumbersome, even though that 14.5 millimeter thickness is not, by today's standards, very thin. You get a sapphire crystal, or two sapphire crystals, I should say. And the interesting thing about that is it's not easy for them to produce sapphire in those kind of windows. And so them doing that, it's actually kind of a big feat. And I think that that's really, really cool for a small manufacturer like this to pull off well. You are getting, LED lights. You're getting a stopwatch, like a chronograph. And we've taken a look at all the various complications in the first video I've done about this watch. I will link that below. And at a full charge, you get a battery life of about 30 days, so that's pretty damn good. The water resistance is 3 atmospheres, so I would not really try to get this wet. And is this like the most practical watch? Probably not. Is it the most functional watch? Probably not. But is it easily one of the coolest watches out there? I think so. I mean, it's not trying to be a G-Shock. It's alternatively not trying to be like a Patek Calatrava. This is a futuristic concept, and it is packaged in a very solid professional way that makes it look less like a toy and more like a watch from the future, which I think is very, very cool. All in all, it's kind of disruptive, I will say, in that if you're, I don't know, thinking about a watch in the conventional sense, and again, handset on a spindle, rotating along a dial, then this is going to destroy that expectation. But for the right person and someone who wants something different in their watch box and wants something, again, to disrupt, to break up maybe the monotony of conventional watchmaking, this is absolutely a great choice for you. But I'm biased because ever since I reviewed the first one, I was like, man, this is one of my favorite micro brands. MECEXP crushes it, even though I have difficulty saying their name. MECEXP. So I guess my question is, does this current forged carbon iteration seem more compelling than the prior iterations? And to me, I think, again, forged carbon makes sense because it's a little bit more high speed and futuristic. But I was happy with the other iterations. I think that the other iterations also are very, very cool. But I think if I were to stack all of them up against each other, I probably would choose the carbon in this case, because I feel like that material is just right at home with this design. But I'd like to hear from you guys, so you guys can let me know what you think. But is this weird for the sake of being weird? No. I think that it's very, very intentional, and it is actually art. It is like, the artfulness of watchmaking on display here, even though it's not conventional by any sense of the word. But let me know what you think. I love these watches. Every time they ask me to review a watch, I immediately say yes because they have some of my favorite designs ever. And it's not normal, but it is very, very cool. So guys, I will catch you on the next one. If no one told you yet, I care about you. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. I'm Jory Goodman, the time teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it.